finally, GameStop jumped almost 50% when the market opened. However, we spotted a hidden seller around the 27.70. That's why the price went down, and we entered around this bottom price where we said we're gonna have a hold up over the $22, and the price actually reversed. We sold here below the 25.90, which was the resistance, and the price went down. We're gonna discuss if there's potential squeeze for tomorrow. Next up, we got CVNA. We spotted this breakout zone in our live streaming around this candle, and we enter around this level, and we exited around the $9.89 because we said there is a potential resistance. That's why we put it in a green. We said this should be our profit taken. The price got rejected and sold off. So there's a potential for another pump for CVNA. Because today we did a really great pump, almost 30%. We're gonna discuss if there's a potential squeeze. FRC doing all right as well. Not that all right, but we're still holding a support, which is the 1450. There's a potential pump as well. Tesla doing all right. We're still holding the 193. We got rejected 3 times around the 200, so there is something about to happen for Tesla. AI is still holding our support, the 2260, and AMD is still pumping and now is over the 100 finally. So there is a potential another pump for AMD. So let's get right to it and discuss first GameStop. GameStop got shorted when the market opened. That's why we suggest that we have to watch out for a potential resistance below the $30. That's why we got rejected around the 27 and the price went down. And then we suggest to enter around the 23, and the price actually went higher from there, got rejected. And now we have accumulation and consolidation between the support and resistance. We already did chart analysis for GameStop on our Hunter channel. So the support, as we discussed in our live streaming today, is around the 23, and the resistance is around the 25.90. We have to watch out for those two technical level. You know why? Because now is accumulation. The price is already pumped almost 50%. This is normal that we have a gravitation down. However, if we broke the 23, this is at the bottom around the 1885. So we have to watch out for this huge dip if we don't hold the 23.14. Otherwise, we're gonna have a huge pump up and continuation for the price action for GameStop once we break the 25.90. Of course, we're gonna do update for this reaction. If we have this gap by tomorrow in pre-market, we're gonna do update for the precise entry and exit for GameStop and the ultimate profit taken. Of course, only if we broke the 25.90 and we hold above it. So stay tuned for this update. CVNA price got rejected. That's why we suggest to exit around the $9.80 and the price went down. We need to hold the $8. That's why I have alert above the $8.40. If we hold it, this is mean we're gonna have a retest pretty soon for this resistance, the $9.30. So now we have to watch out for two technical levels. First, around the $9.30 for a breakout and continue to go higher toward $9.89, $10.65, which is the squeeze area for my opinion. And the other level that we have to watch out for is around the $8 and $8.45. This area should be our bottom, because if we don't hold this area, it's mean a sell-off. Now is not a sell-off yet, because we're already still protecting our profit that we did today, almost 11%. Of course, we did almost 33%. We give almost 25% back to the short sellers, but it still is not a big sell-off if we hold this technical support. We're gonna do update, of course, for CVNA because this move is not finished yet. For my opinion, there's a potential pump once again if we break first the $9.30, which is our resistance. FRC, oh boy, this one is really interesting because we're still holding the 1454. We gapped down in after hours yesterday. Now the 1454 is our support and we're still holding above it. So as long as we hold the 1450, it means there's a potential accumulation, and this time we're breaking the $17, which is our resistance area for FRC. So we have to watch out for the 17 as a resistance and a breakout zone and potential bullish momentum continuation for FRC, and the 1450, because if we broke it, we're gonna visit the bottom price for FRC, the $11.80. So now, as long as we hold over the 14.50 is mean accumulation, and then test the 16 or around the $17 for a potential break. We might see the break by tomorrow in pre-market. Really important level, for my opinion, for FRC to have another potential pump once again higher. For Tesla, still the 200 is our resistance. We have 3 tests and the price got rejected. The good thing is we're still holding the 193 and still doing higher lows from the 186 pump. Hunter actually already took their profit around the 200 and now test again and went down. Confirmation for a breakout. Once we break the 200 will be a good indication for strength for Tesla. And of course the bottom to confirm this bullish momentum is the 186. AMD doing alright because now is around the 100. Not just AMD but Nvidia and all semiconductors doing alright. Fundamentally, that's why the price is going all-time high for this year. It depends on your risk tolerance. We do like high risk trade that can pump 100%, 200%, even 500% before we already catch this kind of trade, but high risk. That's why we always suggest if you want to trade those stocks, never hold them overnight and trade them with minimum amount of money in order to never get like emotional. Because if you put a lot of money, you get emotional and you put your stop loss really near and you be stopped out and the price go up. And everybody knows those kind of stocks, the high volatile stock, like even for FRC, it could actually go down. It's not sell off, it's like 10%, 20%, but it's not sell off. So our stop loss, it should be really wide, but the profit margin is bigger as well. So that's why we have to be strategic, know our risk tolerance and risk appetite for us. Before any trade, we have the support, we have the resistance, we have the profit taken marked out in our chart. So we don't have to think when we put our money on the table. Of course, we're gonna do update tomorrow for GameStop and FRC. If they are gapping over our resistance, we're gonna discuss the potential entry and the precise profit taken for them. And of course, live streaming as usual around 2 p.m. CET or 9 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you for watching and see you in the next update.